With this sitting practice, we're continuing to build awareness of the breath and the body, but expanding this non-judgmental awareness to sounds and thoughts. So settling in, finding your space. You may choose to sit for this practice, adopting an upright, alert, yet comfortable position, perhaps on a chair, a cushion, or a stool, conscious of that sense of uplift through the spine, but grounding down through the seat and the feet. Or, depending on how you're feeling, simply lying in a comfortable position, supported with whatever cushions or blankets you may need. Finding your place, closing your eyes if you wish, and checking in with yourself. Having that sense of awareness of where you are at the very beginning of this practice, the top of that hourglass. Noticing the state of your thinking mind at the moment. Is it busy, racing, or gently focused? Noticing if there's an underlying mood. Not judging or being critical of what's there, just noting what is present. And noticing what's there in your body at the beginning of this practice. A brief scan, slowly moving from the top of your head down through the chest and the body, down through the legs and the feet. An overall sense of what's there in terms of thoughts, underlying mood, and body sensations. And then moving your awareness to the sensations of the breath, focusing in. Finding the place you wish to observe each sensation as the breath comes in. And as the breath leaves again. Observing each breath as it is. No need to change how you're breathing. Just bringing a kindly observation to whatever is there. An interest rather than an analysis. feeling the lift and expansion as the breath comes in. And the full, the ease as the breath exhales. And then opening that awareness into the body. Embodying this practice by sensing into the whole of your being. And feeling that awareness grow from where you observe the breath. And imagining that place where you've been observing the breath as a small pinpoint of awareness, perhaps imagining it as a color. And with each in-breath, as you breathe in, that sphere of awareness expands. You may expand it quite slowly. With each in-breath, it grows just a tiny bit. Or perhaps it grows more quickly, opening up, reaching out into every part of your body. Becoming aware of the whole of your trunk, the pelvis, the hips, the abdomen, the back, the chest. And perhaps as that next in-breath is drawn in, that sphere expands to include the shoulders and the arms, the upper legs and the knees. And as you breathe in, that sphere expands to include the hands, the lower legs and the feet. With the next in-breath, it grows to include the neck, the face, and the head. Until the whole of your body exists in the sphere of awareness. This breathing, living space. A space where you exist, and at the moment unencumbered by the outside world. Your sphere of stillness. A place to be. And within this sphere of awareness, perhaps opening up to notice sounds. These sounds may be coming from in your body, or they may be existing outside your sphere, entering in, allowing these sounds to approach you. Exploring the soundscape. Experiencing sounds as a sensation, an input with a pitch and a tone, a volume, a rhythm. These sensory inputs rise and fall. Or maybe fairly steady, continuous. Noticing when we attach a story, a judgment, a wishing for things to be different than it is. And acknowledge this thinking mind creeps in, perhaps attached to emotions, an automatic reaction, and acknowledging this as well. And with a sense of compassion to this experience, coming back to simply experiencing the sounds as a sensory input, bringing this kindly curiosity to each sound as it arises. Noticing the louder, more obvious sounds, and the quieter, more subtle, or perhaps being aware of the absence of sound. allowing the sounds to come to you rather than placing yourself where the sounds are coming from. And allowing this awareness of sound practice to fade, and gently shifting your attention to awareness of thoughts. And in the past, when our attention has moved to thoughts, we've acknowledged what is there, brought compassion to this experience, and gently guided the awareness back to the breath or the body. But with this practice, we're allowing our awareness to settle on thoughts as they arise, bringing this skill of non-judgemental observation to our thinking mind. Well, there's different ways you can do this. You might imagine you're lying on a grassy hill looking up at the sky and seeing your thoughts as if they were clouds in the sky. A thought arises as a cloud appears, and watching that cloud gently drift with the breeze as a new thought, a new cloud arises in the sky above. Or you might imagine you're standing on a bridge over a small stream and seeing thoughts arise as leaves are merging beneath you, floating on the stream, gently drifting away with the current. Seeing that leaf pass as a new leaf emerges beneath you. Or perhaps you're sitting in a theater or cinema, watching your thoughts as if they were a scene on the screen or the stage. Observing from the audience as that scene plays out and a new scene begins. And noticing when you become immersed in thoughts, you've jumped onto a train of thought, holding on to that thought. But being grateful when you notice this, as it becomes an opportunity to become an observer once again, coming off that train of thought and allowing it to drift away as if it were a cloud in the sky, a leaf on a stream. or a scene in a play. In the final moments of this practice, returning to the breath, finding your breathing anchor, a place you can ground yourself to the present moment. A steadying place to rest your awareness. Allowing the sensations of the breath to be a place to settle, rest the mind, anchoring your awareness whenever you choose. To the stable, fluid force that is always with us.